What's good, fam? It's your boy Mess Hall here for another one. Oh no, not another one. I appreciate you stopping by. I am a reseller, mostly on eBay. I also own a flea market booth, and I'm got my hands in a couple other things. I am a chef. I work at my local university teaching college students how to cook. So that's what I do. I'm also a retired veteran. And today we're going to talk about some things. So some stuff went down, and I want to try to help you along to figure it out. But basically, I received negative feedback on eBay, and I was not happy about it at all. Now, these things happen. It's okay. It's part of doing this business. You're going to get negative feedback. You're going to get returns. But it should be something that rarely happens to you. If these things are happening to you a lot, then you got to take a harder look at what you got going on and try to improve your business a little bit more. Now, here's some interesting things about feedback. Now, do you think feedback is really that important? Now, a lot of the items that I sell, I don't get any feedback at all. Now, I am very fortunate. I have over 1,300 positive feedback on my eBay store, which is pretty good. But I've sold way more than 1,300 items, so not everybody's going to leave feedback. But is it really important? Well, I saw a survey, and it said that 82% of consumers, when shopping online, read reviews. They read feedback. And consumers tend to trust other consumers more than they trust some rinky-dink salesperson like me. So the more positive feedback you have, the more likely I think a customer is going to buy from you. And it even said 60% of customers are willing to pay up to 15% more for an item if they believe that the transaction and process will go smoothly and they'll have a warm fuzzy and they know it's going to get delivered on time. They won't have to worry about it. They will pay more for extraordinary service. So the better your feedback rating is and the more consumers trust you, other consumers will tend to trust you as well. So what's important? So I'm going to throw up some literature on the screen. I'll read it to you, and you can see kind of how eBay feels about it. And surprisingly, eBay doesn't really care much about what your feedback is. It's not really going to affect your seller performance. But let's go ahead and look at some literature. All right, let's look at this first slide. So eBay is telling you your seller performance level is affected by your transaction defect rate, cases closed without seller resolution, late shipments, and tracking validation. Basically, they want the item in stock when the customer buys from you. They want you to ship it on time. They want you to resolve issues with returns, etc. Doesn't really say anything about your feedback being important. eBay wants you to have the item, make the sale so eBay can get their cut. eBay wants the money. All right, and here, so for every 1,000 feedback ratings you receive for a year, you make 5 additional feedback revisions. You get 5 per calendar year, plus an additional 5 for 1,000 feedback. So this is what you can use to make revisions to your negative feedback and use them wisely. And on this one, you can see the buyer has 10 days to revise the feedback. So once you send that buyer a request to change their mind, they have 10 days. So knowing what I know and trying to be the best possible business that I can be, and customer service is always at the top of my priority list. It just has to be. That's just smart business. Make sure the customer feels special and that you're trying everything you can to take care of them. So I received a negative feedback rating. And now you have to choose your battles carefully. So with the feedback reversal process, if you want your feedback revision looked at, always make sure you reach out to the customer first, like I did. I reached out to my customer. Now, I don't want to get into specifics about what happened, but I sold a video game system to this person. They said the controllers didn't work, and they left a negative feedback about the controllers being broken. Now, I sent an email to this person and said, look, I know for a fact that when that system left my house, the controllers were working perfectly fine. I even made a video of me using the controllers and playing the game. And let's look at the video right here. I posted it on my Instagram page. Mess Hall Digs on Instagram as well if you want to come check me out. I do a lot of fun things on that as well. So I was actually playing the game with the controller And I took a picture of that and put it as part of the photos on my eBay listing to try to provide as much comfort as I can. As like, hey, this thing works and I'm giving you a good deal on it. So rest assured, you're getting a good product. Well, I don't know what happened between here and there. I don't know if the batteries were put in improperly. I don't know if they were too far away from the system for the wireless controller to work. I don't really know what happened. But what I did is I said, look, you say the controllers don't work. Let me offer you a partial refund. And, I'm trying everything I can to be the best I can be as a business person selling you stuff to make the situation right. I'm going to take care of my customers. Hey, you say the controllers didn't work? Fine, they don't work. Let me offer you a partial refund so you can get your controllers replaced because there's nothing wrong with the system. I said, and would that be good? And he emailed me back, thankfully. Now, thankfully, I had a customer that was willing to work with me. So I offered him a partial refund. He accepted it. And then I said, hey, if you wouldn't mind taking the negative feedback off of my account, because we have resolved this issue and you're a happy customer now. So when you do a feedback revision, eBay sends an email to that customer, and that customer has 10 days to decide whether or not they want to remove their negative feedback, or they could just ignore it. After 10 days, it goes away, it expires, the negative feedback stays, and you pretty much are stuck with it. You got to respect the decision. You can't really ask eBay to step in and give them their story, give them your story. eBay doesn't really care. The only time eBay is going to step in is if it was a fraudulent negative comment, if they were using cuss words, if they hadn't even bought the item or paid for the item yet and they're giving you negative feedback when they haven't even paid. It's got to be something extreme for eBay to step in and try to fix it. If it's just an unhappy customer with the product, it's you and the customer got to work that out. eBay is not going to do anything about that part. So if you get a good customer that's willing to work with you, I solved his problem. He felt better about it. The link got sent to him in an email after I clicked the eBay revision on that feedback. If you go to your feedback on eBay, you'll see there's a little sidebar and it says feedback revision. Now you get 5 per calendar year, so use them sparingly. Contact the buyer before you do anything and see if it's someone that's going to work with you. If not, it just is what it is. I had a negative feedback because I sold a light. When the customer got the light, it was brand new in box, never opened. The light just didn't work. Nothing I could do. Customer was unhappy, but didn't want to return it, but left the negative feedback on there. Just had to live with it. And after I think a year, 12 months go by, that negative feedback disappears because you're only rated for that calendar year. So I had to wait that whole year, sweat it out, man, till that negative feedback automatically dropped off. So thankfully, I got a customer that was willing to work with me. It got resolved quickly. As soon as that link got sent to him, he immediately removed that negative feedback. He's happy. I'm happy. Get to keep my great rating. So that's what you got to do. Work with the customers. Contact the buyers. See if they'll work with you. Offer partial refunds. I offer free returns if stuff is messed up. I also reminded the customer that. I'm like, hey, I have free returns. If you got a product and you're not happy with it, I'll send you a label, just send it back. It's free returns. There's no need to leave negative feedback when I have all these special things going on. I'll send you partial refunds. I got free returns. I'll talk to you. I'll work with you. I'll give you a deal. You got to be the best business you can be with these customers, man. Just practice good things. Contact your buyers if you need to. Work with people, and you should be just fine. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you did. It's your boy. Yo!